Welcome back, everyone.
What?
Episode 20, Any Excuse to Drink. We got a full panel today.
We made it.
Full panel. We'll start over here on my left. We got Kristen. What's your name today? Is it Rosado or May? Is it May? Construction Kristen, that's right.
Construction zone.
Timmy Torky Salad over here to the left.
Woo woo.
We got this dude. His name's Coffee, man. Cough. Nah, Tony.
The Tiger.
Tony, my boy Tony. And as always, the main man of the hour.
Raspy Randy.
Slagfoot. I will think of another nickname for him today.
We'll get it.
So, how's everyone been?
Good.
I'm glad to hear
I had a
that.
good time.
I'm still a little weird that you didn't play the music at the beginning.
I know. What the heck?
Like it's yeah.
We'll talk about this again. It's easier for me to edit.
I don't give a fuck if it's easier for you. It doesn't like.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
can't
catches
flow into it?
Yeah, it catches everybody off guard.
I know.
We've been sitting here for 10 minutes, ready to go. All right. You want me to start the music for
No,
you?
it's too late now.
Here, we'll turn the fucking music on. Are you getting fired up?
Yeah. Woo. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, God.
I'm having a good time.
So let's jump right into this. They sold the piers down at downtown.
Yeah, seen that.
Did you see that?
Oh,
What do you think they're going to do with it?
I don't know. I heard they're going to put a restaurant on those.
How much?
It sold it for $300,000 supposedly.
If I bought it, I would just put a tiny house on it.
A tiny house.
Yeah, just so I could look at the city every day.
That would be a fire ass tiny house. That's a good idea. You can Airbnb that.
Just wave to everybody.
Put a little deck on it.
Yeah, just go
Little
outside, wave everybody.
Deck, tiny house.
Hey.
Is there another one on the other side?
Yes. There's
I'd
one.
put a bridge and no one. I'd pay people to charge it.
Can't put a bridge.
That was one rumor, but how would you get it across the river, though?
Yeah, it's not possible.
You could build it, but you would have to make it higher than the stands are because the towboats have right of way.
And you'd get jacked up out in the middle of the river.
Fucking towboat come take that down.
If
Be in
you
the
were gonna
water.
build a bridge, big
that was
enough to
one
be
of the
allowable, you're better off just not buying them and building your own.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to pay even more money for what do you just pay for these dumbass piers?
$300,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? I got to give credit to this salesman who has the fucking balls to take that on. He's like, I'll sell them to someone. Fuck it.
I don't think anybody.
Is it
sold
hollow
to
inside?
anybody.
Like, can you walk up to the top?
No, there's no way to get to it. It's just a fucking concrete slab in the middle of the river.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it.
Pour out of the top
They're
of
a
it.
bunch of stacked
$300,000, dude. I just,
They should make
there
a
was a
fishing
You
pier.
could build a little deck around that and just like sell IPAs in there, and like that would work in the city.
Well, there was
Oh, it would
there was
be,
a
yeah.
rumor that
Only
Permanis
IPAs
was
though, no
buying
other
it.
beers,
Yeah.
just straight IPAs.
Permanis?
Yeah, and they were going to put a restaurant on the river there.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that was one rumor. The bridge was the other rumor.
Yeah,
And
but
then
what would you need a bridge for?
Exactly. And
gotta
then
know.
the third one was a heliport.
A heliport.
That would make no sense because it's really tight up against the parkway there.
Dude, if they
I'd
put
make a fishing pier.
that would be cool.
I'd make a little ramp to walk up here and fucking you'd be able to fish off it.
What's
Well, they apparently tied
Yeah, but
tugs
like-
and stuff off on that. a
What
long
rights
time.
do you
on the
get?
other side?
What rights
Yep.
do you get from
Yep.
buying
We
it?
use
Just that stupid
the
ass
one on the bank side
piece
to
of
tie the
brick.
boats to. What?
I think it's a waste of $300,000.
Like, what do you get? Like, you get the rights from like.
Put it in your mouth.
You get the rights.
You got it right.
Do you get the rights from like that pier back to the boardwalk, or is it just like you bought that like piece?
I
of
think you own the pier on both sides, and then you own the water up to the road. So you would own part of the Mon Wharf parking, and then on the other side you would own part of it because
I don't think so.
technically it's not just the pier; it's the ground under
I
the
think we
pier.
got to look into that.
We can. You calling a shenanigan?
Well, I'm just saying. Like, I'd like to know.
Such a weird
Did
person.
someone really just like buy them two stupid things? Like, I don't.
Someone did for $300,000.
Yeah, another rumor was that they were going to just put advertisements on them.
Which also would make sense because the bridge is right there. Like if Lamar bought it and they just stuck a fucking pillar on it and then stuck it up, you'd have a right there coming across the Fort Pitt. You see the city and then a fucking, you got to go to a nursing home and get your ass wipe sign right here. Boom. Something like that. I don't know. Beer, Iron City. Boom. Right there.
That's true.
I can't believe like it's even like just still there, let alone getting sold for.
I think that the family that owned it didn't want to take it down. They didn't want to pay for it. So they just didn't do nothing with it. It's crazy.
So then it got to be rights to the water then.
You have to have the ownership of some sort of water.
Tiki bar.
Imagine just having money floating around. I'm gonna buy this concrete thing in the middle of the river.
I'm just buying this fucking block of concrete.
That's it.
That was a write-off, dude.
True.
Someone was like, we didn't pay enough taxes this year. Let's buy something.
Yeah.
I got some. There's 2 pieces of concrete in the river. Sold. Buy it tomorrow.
The dumbest thing you could buy. Oh, man. Did you see that the fucking Wienermobile broke down?
Oh, no.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile broke down.
Where?
It broke down, and then they left it, and someone came and stole the catalytic converter off of it.
Definitely in Detroit.
They stole the catalytic converter off of it.
I saw a story last year. They wrecked it into the hillside during the snow.
They did.
I've seen pictures of that.
They're all college interns or whatever it is.
Yeah, they don't even get paid. They just drive it for free. They just get to go on road trips.
On that.
So here's the funny thing about that, though. So PETA found out about it, and they offered to pay the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to get new catalytic converter under one stipulation. They turn it into a vegan hot dog mobile.
What?
Yes. Yeah. They said
What are vegan hot dogs made out of, though? Like tofu?
plants, soy.
Ew.
Like
Disgusting.
beans, like ground up beans.
Yeah, ground up soybeans.
That's gross.
They you know, they were like, well, this might be an opportunity for us to convince them to, you know, go towards plant-based meats instead of like regular
But I
meats.
ain't buying your food based on whether or not you got a mobile for it.
Oscar Mayer got more money. They ain't going to take a fucking lousy catalytic converter from PETA.
Fuck PETA.
They turn it into an organic hot dog fucking mobile.
Here.
And everyone's going to be like, yeah, we need organic hot dogs now.
Eat your mushroom hot dog. You'll like it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're just going to all of a sudden just want to go for organic hot dogs.
I just thought that was wild because I was like, dude, Oscar Mayer's got enough money to fix it themselves. They don't need your lousy
right.
$1,000 for a catalytic converter. They're definitely, that's like the biggest advertisement.
I thought you were going to say they wanted to turn it
What's
into
a
a
snappy
dog.
hot dog?
If they can make an
Who makes
a vegan hot dog
The snappy ones?
that
Hebrew National.
that tastes like, if they can make a vegan hot dog that tastes like regular hot dog, I'll fucking eat it.
For real, though?
You're
Why not?
You're a
bean
glizzy
dog?
guzzler.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna go and buy a vegan hot dog, but if I come to your guys' house and you're like, yeah, you know, we're able to cook out. Sorry, all we got is a vegan hot dogs. I'll probably fuck with one.
I'm skipping over it.
If it tastes like a regular hot dog, why the fuck not?
Because, dude,
I mean, you're on to something there.
it's a
dude.
ballpark.
Yeah, I mean-
There's nothing wrong with a ballpark.
What if I was too big of an
You're
asshole?
right. But what if you come over and like they just make hot dogs? You eat one?
No.
And then we tell you after the fact.
No,
what I was
because
gonna
I don't really
Vegan
eat hot dogs now.
That's what I was
You'd be
going to
like,
say.
You
kick
ain't
it
gonna be
table.
offended though.
We'll kick the table.
I'd be offended that you offered it.
Kristen's going to walk out there and be like, I didn't want this vegan hot dog.
Flip the table.
Flip the table over and walk out. Oh, shit. Dude.
That's a Labor Day in the Mayway.
Did you see that someone's pet emu was running around Boston, Massachusetts?
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Those are big birds, right?
That's the second largest flightless bird.
Yeah, it's like an ostrich.
Yeah, we went to that Keystone Safari.
They're mean.
One bit your fucking mom.
The emu.
Yeah.
This one was called Enu. The emu. His name was Enu. E-N-O.
How come no one tried to ride it?
They're not
It'll
as big
fuck
as an
you up.
ostrich.
It'll
Yeah,
fuck
and they
you
can
up.
kick and have talons like chickens.
They'll
They
bite
can
your
cut
little
you.
ass.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they're like little dinosaurs.
You just
Can't fuck around with
you could
talent.
just like suspend me in the air, and then when it comes, you just be like, drop her.
Like ostriches, you can ride ostriches. They do that shit all the time. They have ostrich races and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a what do you call it? A rodeo.
I could just see you riding an ostrich right now.
Fuck yeah.
I'm about to buy one.
Yes.
Let's get an ostrich.
We're buying an ostrich.
I don't know if ostrich will hold us though.
No, that would no.
I'm breaking that
I've
ostrich.
seen some bigger guys on ostriches.
That not us, big.
I don't know.
That bird would look at me and be like, "Nope."
You could just read the manufacturer label on it. Max capacity.
This ostrich is not BGF.
Yeah, big guy friendly.
The funny thing was though is
Lift
that
up the feather.
He was busting loose, right? He was out on the road or something like that.
dude, he got out of the fenced-in yard. The owner said that they've been having a problem with like wild animals. So it was out like right outside of Boston, about 10 miles, kind of like a suburb, not in the city.
Yeah.
But he actually
This dude
jumped the
does not know
fence.
that.
That's where the
Fence.
real
No, I'm serious.
surfers
It's
are.
right here. I'll tell you right here. It's right here. Well, Bridgewater, East Bridgewater.
That was the shenanigans torque.
There's East Bridgewater. It's right here on my note.
East miles out of suburb.
East Bridgewater. What did you say?
One exit away from my way.
East Bridgewater. Listen,
East
both of you
Bridgewater is
folks,
where the real surfers are.
I used to live up there. I kind of know the area.
Who just did the big Bill laugh? I heard.
Yeah, my dad.
I heard.
Might have been me. I wasn't kidding. I don't know.
But he got out. They said a coyote or something scared him. He jumped the fence. The police were chasing him down the road. They eventually caught him, but they put out. He got away for like a whole night. They put out a fake wanted poster of this picture of this fucking emu.
That's hilarious.
And it was the funniest picture because these eyes were just like.
Imagine them just walking in the street going, emu, the emu.
Could you imagine
where
seeing
are
a fucking
you?"
emu running down the street like right here? You just come outside like, what the fuck was that? This fucking giant bird running down the street. Shit, dude.
I'm catching you.
Shit, bro.
It's gonna fuck you up, Kristen.
I'm going to catch me a bird.
So, I mean, but down in Georgia, some dude stole an ambulance and he was butt ass naked. Went on a police chase.
That's great.
Yeah, dude. He
Wonder
was.
what kind of drugs he was on.
Oh, he was on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
He led the Georgia police on about a 45-minute.
He's like on mushrooms, heroin,
45-minute
meth,
chase, and he was
pills,
driving,
cocaine.
hanging out
He's
the
been
window
out for 2 weeks.
and
Butt ass naked.
eventually he just pulled over and got out and sat down and
He put Crisco all over his body, so that made him
you gotta
slippery.
come get me now. I'm bobbing and weaving. Look out!
I bet you he just wanted to do it.
You gotta go answer that. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll talk to you a little bit.
I bet you just wanted to do it.
Oh,
Did you just mute me?
I didn't. I shut the mic off, and for some reason
You
it
fucker.
didn't mute you.
Anyways,
Oh, he muted her. He said,
I bet you I know why he did it.
Why's that?
Probably just like took all the meds that were on the bus, shot them all up or whatever, and then he was like, "All right,
They
I'm
got
about
some
to take
good.
me to jail."
They got some good shit on.
They
them
do.
fucking- They do. They hit me with some crazy shit when I snapped my arm playing football. We got on there, and I was like, dude, like I was like almost going in shock because how bad it was, and they fucking stuck me with some shit, and I was just like, wow, this ain't bad. I felt great, and then we got to the hospital, and they gave me some more shit, and I don't remember the whole time I was there.
I actually never had any kind of painkiller like that ever.
Well, there's a reason that people get addicted to it. I could tell you that.
No, I know. My mom said the same thing because she had surgery.
Toradol is a miracle drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be missing a leg and be fine after you get some of that
Yep.
shit.
That and Dilaudid. What you got?
I'm looking, dude.
If you had a better font.
If I did have a better font, it would be good.
Did you see the father who at a 5-year-old's birthday party rented out a dinosaur?
A
Like a real
dinosaur?
A dinosaur?
Yeah, a life-size like T-Rex. Not T-Rex,
fuck,
but
Ryan?
A Velociraptor.
yeah. And it brought it into the children's play.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, that was probably fucking great.
It was actually a guy inside of it that could manipulate it where it moved and stuff.
Yeah.
But it had looked exactly like one and flipped all the kids.
I'd have ate a child.
Yeah, dude.
I would have.
I think I seen
like,
the one that you're talking about. He come around the corner from behind the bushes and all the kids are in the backyard. And he comes around and like, he just like, it has like a fake roar and he's like, "Rah," and he looks like a raptor, dude. Like, if you were 5, you're running or shitting yourself.
Yeah, this was in like a playground inside of a like play bounce house area.
He came into the bounce house?
Well, yeah, he pinned him into the bounce.
It's on.
House itself.
Oh, that's even worse. Don't be breaking my tree, dog.
Bro, this fucking branch, like every time I like
slide your ass up.
That's the victory tree.
There you go. That is the victory tree. That's the one we got for starting the show again. We're just gonna let it go till it falls over.
What did we come back into? What's the topic still?
We was just talking.
And my dad was carrying on some shit because I couldn't read this writing that you were making fun about.
I mean, change the font.
I'm gonna change the font. Anthony's has a good point. Down in Florida, there was a 72-year-old janitor that locked themselves in a holding penitentiary cell at a jail and got stuck there for 3 days. They were cleaning it. They were cleaning it. I'm telling you. It was an older lady, and she went into a part of the jail that they didn't have anyone in at the time, and she was in there cleaning the cell, and the cell door, she had to prop it open because they automatically closed and they automatically lock. And however she propped it open, it kicked out and it slammed shut. And she was stuck in there all weekend before someone found her. But the thing that made it even worse was that she was diabetic.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she was like, yeah,
That scared me.
If that was you,
I thought she was going to
say, if that was you, then how many times would you shit there in them couple of days?
well, I mean, I'm sure there's a toilet in there.
Yeah.
But you're not eating.
You're not eating.
I'd shit at least once. There's no way I could go 3 days.
I'm
Nah, I
going
probably
2
wouldn't shit
times.
at all.
Even if I didn't eat, I'm definitely getting.
What
twice
about
the
if
next
you
morning.
eat Taco Bell before you go in there?
Oh, I don't know.
It would be a mess.
I'd die of dehydration.
You know the worst part? After you fucking get locked in there, you're the one who has to clean the shit up.
Oh yeah.
So you're cleaning your own shit up. You're like, damn,
Think about it that way.
damn, I was stuck in there all that time. Now I got to clean my own shit up.
Would
off
you
the
wait
grind.
until you got out to clean it, or would you just clean it up? As
I don't
you
think
went?
I'm going back.
I'd probably quit after that.
I'm quitting.
What'd you say?
I said, would you rather clean it up as you shit, or wait until you were done? For
I'm not cleaning it up as I shit.
I'm cleaning up.
I'm gonna go over in the corner.
Well, you got all the.
But what if you're in there? You don't know how long you're in there for. What if you're in there for 2 weeks?
Now the only other drag.
Yeah, but what if she died?
In there with
I'd
what you
definitely be
brought
cleaning
in.
up while I go. Because if I die in there and
I'm
then
not
someone walks
falling
in
on
there and there's
shit.
just
I'm
shit
not falling.
everywhere.
Like, look at this shitty ass dude.
Here's my outlook on that. So if like if that happens to me and I end up having the shit in there, then I'm not getting back to work there. So I'm just gonna shit there and just keep shitting.
Yeah.
Tony's like, I ain't cleaning this shit up. Fuck yins. I was stuck in here for 3 days. Yeah, so, but
Would you shit on the bed?
did who
Yeah,
shit?
you can't shit like you gotta sleep.
Shit on the bed, you gotta sleep.
What if that
there.
was the last place you didn't have to shit? The rest of it was just full of shit.
Can't shit where you sleep, dog.
Like, you know what it would remind me of is the third floor room in Boyle's Out when we opened that door up and there was just shit.
From the cat.
Dude, there had to be 40 pounds of shit just all scattered around
There was
this
some
bedroom.
from like
bro.
1993, 1995.
Dude, we opened that door up, dude, and I was like, holy fuck, there's so much shit in here.
Oh, I can't even continue, dude. It's too much. I like how we went from some lady logging herself in there talking about the cat shitting upstairs in fucking Bull's house.
That went to,
Mike in your mouth.
that went to the outfield there.
It did. It was a good.
that's
It was a
funny.
good conversation, but there was a good story out of it. She did not die, so she did not. She made it through, and they actually they gave her a pretty nice penny chunk of money for her because she's old. She
So
should be
there you
retired.
go.
And they changed the policies now, so there's no longer any part of the jail that will not be swept by the guards. I don't know why you'd have a jail where you never check certain areas, but apparently they didn't, and they took the automatic locking mechanism off. So it has to be physically shut and locked from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So it's good news for her. She didn't die. Nice old lady. So
Yeah, fuck yeah to Barbara.
They could have really jacked her up, though. They could have, obviously, they probably had an investigation, I would think.
oh, they had to.
They blocked that room off.
Yeah.
There was shit all over the
Shit
place.
everywhere.
Yeah, they waited till they were done with the investigation.
DNA samples
Brought her
on the
back
shit.
in, had her clean it up.
Yeah, she had to clean the shit up.
Excuse me, before
clean
you
shit
leave,
up.
do you mind cleaning your
Look,
shit?
listen, we changed our policies, but you got to clean the turds up in the corner. You know,
It's COVID
it
season.
is your job.
3 fucking days of just sitting
Yeah,
there.
just
Man,
nothing to do. A
I would have
couple
went
weeks.
nuts.
And the worst part was she said she was trying to get everyone's attention and no one fucking heard her because she was in a cell block that they weren't using.
No shit. You already knew that, so I wouldn't even try.
She only had what you took.
She had her fucking hand.
Oh man, there is no. If they don't use it, there's definitely no TP. That shit you get off a commissary. They ain't giving out commissary on the weekend.
Single ply, dude.
But my thing is,
I'd rip
like,
right through that.
You're washing with your hand, bro, with no running water. So all the shit that went in the toilet can't be flushed.
Flicking.
With your hand. You're flicking
rubbing on the wall.
I mean, she had been working with someone.
I'd write memos just in case
I would have had my phone on me anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She said she tried to call. She said she tried to call and she had no service because of where it was in the jail.
Would you write messages on the wall and shit in case you died?
Could you imagine that? Being stuck, having your lifeline and it not working? That's insane.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. What?
No.
Would you write messages on the wall in your shit in case you died?
I would. I'd be thinking I was going to die.
Tell my family I love them and all
And shit.
Like, oh, there's a peanut. Dot the I with that.
I love you and poop.
Send it to my daughter.
This is a message to my family.
What if you fucked
Tell
up?
my daughter I loved her.
If you spelled something wrong, would you just piss on the wall to wash it off? Like, oh, fuck, I spelled you wrong.
You gotta clean it up. Wow, that went crazy. Well, since we're on the shit subject.
Oh, man.
French dairy farmers are starting to use diapers and masks to contain methane emissions released by their cows.
They'd be shitting.
You got a bunch of baby cows with diapers on.
So when they did this story, when this came out,
What the fuck? How does that work?
They changed
What?
the diaper.
they interviewed. Listen, they interviewed a Tennessee dairy farmer because this was going on in the in the France, and the Tennessee dairy farmer wanted to show the news media how horrible of an idea it was. So they stuck a cloth mask on this cow's face, and this cow had it in its mouth like a gag after about 30 seconds. He's like, in its fucking mouth trying to chew it. And she was like, first off, this is the stupidest fucking idea I've ever heard of in my life. Second off, the damn cow's going to choke on the fucking mask.
Yeah.
And like,
But
it's
no,
not
it
going to
makes
carry.
sense though.
Yeah,
It
that's
makes sense for the way the world's going with.
Yeah, but
everything
that's
like
what
that.
I'm saying. The shit is getting so out of control that they want to put diapers on cattle. Diapers. Who's changing them diapers?
It's not, but like the reality of it is like it's not blocking anything.
yeah.
Absolutely not. And now you just added a whole nother amazing amount of
You
labor
don't
to that
ever
farmer's
stop
life.
anything. It's something always goes up.
Yeah. Yeah, the gas is going to come out and go up through the diaper. You're just going to catch all the shit.
And then what? You just like
Listen, if you
then what?
if you have a mask on and you fart and you can smell the fart, it ain't helping with anything.
In 95.
N95 diaper.
It's the same with like people wearing masks.
Yeah, if I'm wearing a mask and I fart and I can smell it, that means that mask really ain't stopping anything.
I agree.
Bro, as soon as I move my ass away from like whatever you try to block it with, then what you smelling that motherfucker, boy.
If a particle of fart gets through that mask, so can COVID and any other disease. Just saying.
I went to the Social Security office this week, and they made you wear a mask there. I'm like, I understand. Like, I don't really understand, but going to the doctor's office and stuff like,
Yeah, it
okay,
makes sense.
You're in a
They make you do it,
medical.
but it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. But you go to the Social Security office, and I'm like, I'm confused. What does it like? What? But that's the government for you.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
Fuck, I gotta wear a mask for.
That's the way. Soon enough, we're all going to have to wear our underwear on the outside. That'll be the
Yeah.
next thing.
Yeah.
And then, who knows? Maybe we'll all just wear one uniform dress. We'll all just wear dresses.
I hope I get a green one.
Would you wear a kilt?
It has to be backless.
So anyone that doesn't know, Timmy was the only one at my wedding party to get a no back vest, and he looked like a butler.
I don't quite understand it.
I don't either. I'm upset about
It didn't make no sense. Like, it was funny. We all put them on, and
I thought everybody's was like that. That's why I didn't question. That's why I didn't question.
Timmy come in the room. Timmy come in the no. It was just
It had
it
no
was
back.
Just, it was like a
It was
drape.
it literally went around my neck, and then there was a strap that went around my waist.
It was
like an apron almost.
yeah. It was like a drape.
Yeah,
That's
I
wild.
could have probably sold you an hors d'oeuvre or two.
Give me a beer.
No, you can just take a piss
Right there.
right there
Right outside.
outside.
Outside. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh man. So Anyone got anything else for this first segment? Nothing?
Not really.
All right, well, while Anthony's taking a fucking leak, I guess we'll take a break.
He had to go.
He had to go bad.
Apparently.
He couldn't. I literally was going to end the conversation, and he was like, fuck it, I'm getting up.
Hey, it's his first time. Let him go.
We'll be right back after this.
We all have a list of reasons to drink. I know for me, my kids are my reason. Speaking of kids, are you looking for childcare in your area? Fortunately, we're sponsored by Busy Bee Playcare, located right here in the Pittsburgh area. Give them a call for availability, 412-295-8444.
Away from...
I hope it was recorded because that's pretty. It was like some good stuff here.
It was recorded.
That's just honest
It was
conversation.
recording.
Daddy.
That
You're in the Matrix.
is going to be the name of the fucking episode.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. All right, well, we are back, guys. Like always, we're going to do this next segment's going to be our 3 facts. 2 are true, 1 is false. You guys got to figure it out.
Tone, don't blurt it. Wait to the end.
No blurting.
Well, no blur.
Ryan May's like phone
is
for
my
his notes. It's like it was like written on a typewriter.
He tried to accuse me the one day of being able to see his phone and cheating.
Because I know you know. Show your dad. Turn your phone sideways.
I can't see it.
Turn it sideways.
No, it don't matter. Wow, that's good.
That's a fucking typewriter, dude. Turn it sideways, Ryan. Good.
I can fucking see it. It's my phone. There it is. I see it.
I don't like typewriters, so I do.
All right. Ready? You ready? Ready for this?
steady.
Your first
Ready,
time.
bro.
First
Ready.
fact.
I'm ready.
You want him to change fonts?
Yeah, he wants me to change the whole process. The app I'm using.
That's ridiculous. It looks
I don't
like
have
it's written on
fucking
a
Word.
typewriter.
I don't have Word.
You don't need it. You don't need Word.
I need
What'd
Word.
you write that on?
Notepad.
Post-it notes. He wrote that shit on a
Put it
couple
as a
post-it
typewriter.
notes.
Next time, I'm just gonna come
got
down
his
here with
notes
it in
from
a
Abe
fucking.
Put it as a typewriter.
I'm just gonna come down here with it in a fucking one of those composite notebooks.
You
from
should
school.
see his work truck, dude. It has post-it notes all in it of shit.
Post-it.
Fucking.
Probably use a typewriter to type them up.
I tried to do a voice.
Kristen told me to pick up
I can't do that.
milk 227 on a typewriter on a post-it.
First fact: Canadians wanted to rename the the Northwest Territories Bob.
What?
Yeah.
Say it again. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Canadians wanted to rename the Northwest Territories Bob. That they want. This is either true or false. Here's the story behind it. When Canada considered changing the name of the Northwest Territories in 1996, the public was asked for their input, and although various Aboriginal names were considered, Bob became the second most popular choice. David Hamilton, the clerk of the Northwest Territories Assembled, told the CBC it got caught up in a friendly hype rather than a serious hype. Fortunately or unfortunately, the name change debate was set aside for Bob before it was put to an official vote. That's the first fact. Second fact. The remains of the inventor of the Pringles are in a Pringles can. Frederick Bauer
You thought you were going to get a reaction from
was
that.
the man.
You thought you were going to get a reaction out of us from that.
I did. I was hoping you. You
were waiting for a pop. You were waiting for a pop.
Really? But you guys are just fucking dead. So here we go. Frederick Bauer was the man responsible for creating the iconic Pringles can. That's why when he passed away in 2008, his children honored his wishes to be laid to rest in one. When my dad first raised the burial idea in the 1980s, I chuckled about it. Bauer's eldest son told Time, but it turned out Bauer was serious. So after his death, his children stopped to buy a can of Pringles while heading to the funeral.
I didn't know he could talk to spices.
His son recalled, my siblings and I briefly debated what flavor to use, but I said, look, we need to use the original.
Oh, no.
That's the second fact. Third fact. Vincent van Gogh cut off his ear in a fit of madness for a woman on the night of December 23rd, 1888. In the throes of a mental breakdown, it was either the lobe or the entire ear gone. The severed ear, or maybe a nub, was delivered to the woman, most likely a prostitute. The Van Gogh... We're going to hold on that because I almost just fucked it up. But that is the 3 facts. So we've got... First one, Canada almost renamed the territory Bob. Second one is the remains of the inventor of Pringles is in a Pringles can. And the third one is that Van Gogh cut his ear off for a prostitute.
So
Which one is... Hold on.
So you're saying
we go around
that-
the table.
All right.
First one, Or which one is false and which one is true? Which two are true? Which one's false?
What's the things of the game? There's two true ones and one false one. You want to pick the false one. So which one's fake? That's the one you want to figure out.
There's only like a half of one true.
Okay. We're going to come back to him and let him think about that. We're going to go around the table. So, Timmy, which one do you think is the two true and which one's the fake one?
I think the first one's the fake one.
The Canadian Bob one?
Yep.
Any reasons why?
Yeah, because when you first started reading it, you said northeast.
I did say northeast, but I meant northwest. That's a good valid. Got him. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm confused on number 2.
What do you mean? The guy died.
The guy died in his Pringles. Yeah, he wanted to be buried in a Pringles can. They put him in it.
They burned him, put his ashes in a Pringles
I'm
can.
going to say number 1's false.
You're saying the first one's false with Timmy, so you're riding with Timmy.
I'm riding with Timmy. Twimmy.
Randy, what are you saying?
I'm going to say number 1 is true.
1 is true.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
Number 2 is plausible.
Okay, so you're saying...
No, I'm serious.
So number 2 might be true.
I think it is true. I think that he was cremated and they just stuffed his ass in a Pringles jar.
Okay.
Number 3, and I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I was going to tell you number 1 I thought was true because at first I was thinking you were lying because you said Northwest. And I went back to Northwest Territory, which was like Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, but that was in the 1700s. Mm-hmm. And then you threw in 1996. And I said, well, it's possible. So it sounded more possible.
Okay.
And then I went to number 3, and I could have swore Van Gogh was gay or bisexual. And I thought he did it for another painter. So I'm going to go with the number 3 as a falsehood.
Okay, so you're saying number 3 is the false.
I don't think he did it for a woman or a prostitute.
That's the story. That's the story is that he cut it off.
It's probably
crazy for a woman.
Yeah, I could have swore he was gay.
Your turn.
All right, so number 3 is only half true.
Okay.
He cut his fucking hair off.
Okay.
But no one can sit here and say why he did it. None of you motherfuckers know. And the people that say they know, they don't fucking know either. He cut his fucking hair off. Nobody knows that. So that's half true.
Okay, so you're saying that.
So, like, I don't know where it was like a trick question because everybody knows he did that. Right? So, right?
You tell me. I'm not. I don't. This is like a poker game.
All right. Well, everybody knows he cut his hair off. No one knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But so that's half true. But if I would have to pick one out of the 3,
you want to pick the false one.
Thinking you were saying that 3 was false because he did it for that reason, I'd go with number 2. Because like if this guy wanted to be buried in a Pringle can, whatever. But number 1's definitely false.
You're saying number 1's false.
Yeah. What was it again?
Canada wanted to name the Northwest Territories Bob.
Yeah, not true.
Okay, so you're saying number 3 is false.
Yes.
You're saying number 1 is false.
I think number 1 got out of control as
you're saying number 1's false.
Joke.
Number 1's false and number 3 is
and you two are saying number 1 is false.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to know who's right? Because there is a person right.
There's one person that's right.
Randy is right.
Yeah.
So I thought you were going to get me on the Van Gogh thing.
He does it because he knows the real answer.
So what, Van Gogh didn't cut his hair off?
Listen here, okay? Here's where I almost fucked up, and here's what my dad probably caught on. I'll misread the rest of it.
Or
But
he cut his dick off. Which one?
the Van Gogh Museum noted that the artist may have cut his own ear off during an argument with a French artist, Paul Guillaume, but he later could not recall anything about the event. But Hans Kaufmann, one of the authors of a book, can't say the name of it, told ABC that he and some experts believe that to save Guillaume from prosecution, Van Gogh said that it was an accident. But they think that they got in an argument and the one dude grabbed a fencing sword and slid it off his head. That's what they're saying. This is what's on the fucking internet, and
like
the internet is the law.
Right. Van Gogh's ear got cut off.
It did get cut off,
That's why
I used that.
No one knows why.
I used that because most people think that it was for love. That's what people want to believe, is that he cut it off for love, no matter how crazy that seems.
That's kind of what you're taught when you're growing up.
Yeah. But they're saying that they believe more likely that it was an accident from an argument, and that the person who did it, he was friends with, which my dad might be leading down the right road, that they were lovers, and he was afraid that he was going to get his lover in trouble, so he lied about it.
Yeah, he might have been coming out of the closet.
He didn't want to admit that he was gay. He didn't want to say it. So funny thing. The Canada one is a true story. They did want to rename it Bob. That really happened.
That's not
And
true
the man who created Pringles is in a Pringles can.
Well, I kind of figured that, because if I created Pringles, I'd be in a can too. Like if I was dying or whatever.
I think I might just put you in a can if I live longer than you. Just a Pringles can on the fucking counter. Boop, right there.
I mean, my grandmother had a cat named Oreo. She got him cremated and put him in an Oreo can.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not lying.
What's an Oreo can? Never seen one of them.
It's like it was a tin can that, I guess, somewhere in the early 2000s or late 90s, they were giving. Yeah, that was like a thing. You'd get like the McDonald's glasses, like the drinking glasses, and like that. My grandma jumped right on that. She's seen like this Oreo tin can, and you got like a pack of Oreos in it. And then when the cat died, they got him cremated because this was like a thing. And she put him in the tin can on top of her fridge.
Damn.
Now, since my grandmother has since lost her mind, it's probably still up there.
That's it.
Here, I just thought of something just off a side note. Can we go on a side note?
Yeah, go ahead, dude. We're just us bullshitting. Go ahead.
So, like, I was sitting on the couch earlier, and this, like, infomercial came on. And it was called something like, I forget what it was called, man, but it was so funny. It's middle of a basketball pit game, right? It's this thing where like you just put your feet on it and like you can sit on your couch, and it just makes your feet go back and forth.
Like shuffles your feet for you?
Yeah, but it's
like what I do normally?
Yeah, but it's not like you're using your muscles though. It's like apparently just a mechanism to make your feet go back and forth. What benefits that?
I'll tell you what I would use it for.
Tim would enjoy that.
I was
waiting for pick on the workout.
Maybe it'd be like neurotherapy.
Don't wait. You order now, we'll give you two for the price of one.
Listen, I put carpet on that motherfucker and just rub my feet on it while it's rubbing its feet, and that's a double feet rub on the carpet.
We're all going to come back next week, and all our legs are going to be like
so,
this.
My son's friend was there, and he just came out of nowhere like, this is the longest commercial ever. And I look up, and that's what it was. It was like an infomercial for this thing that moves your feet back and forth. And
America's so lazy they can't move their feet for themselves.
It probably is for like,
no wonder
it's probably for like old people that get bad, like restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah, neurotherapy in their feet.
Would never sit my feet.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Tim had it? He'd be like this.
I wonder if you stood up though, if it would actually move.
Tim, you should do an OnlyFans just for your feet.
We already had this discussion.
The ugliest feet in the world.
It don't matter.
I told you last night they would donate to me to get my feet fixed.
You can just set up a camera while you're watching TV in front of your
We're gonna
feet.
start an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
we should do
any
that.
excuse.
But it's just going to be feet. Are you in?
Nah.
Yeah,
You wouldn't do your
we'll do a
feet?
whole calendar.
I feel like there'd be a market for your big ass feet.
We can do. You know what? I have an idea. We can make a calendar,
Of just feet?
kind of like people do for firefighters. You know, like they're
Just
like
dress our feet up.
dress our feet up. Yeah,
I might try that, dude.
like January, February, we can put a bunch of hearts on the feet.
Like I said, that guy in Australia was on the podcast. Said
Bro,
he
people
made
make
like
a lot of money on
$4,000. Yeah,
OnlyFans.
he said he made like $4,000 last month off of selling feet pics.
People make a lot of money on it.
I don't know. I'm
dude.
about to be selling feet pics.
Sell my feet. Sell my
Yeah,
feet.
you won't take my foot pick.
Tony, can we put you on there shaving your butthole?
Fuck yeah. If it makes some money.
I mean, we might
We
make
cut you
something
in on
that,
it.
but,
Cut
like,
you in on
can't-
it.
It's not like you can create like an OnlyFans account and just put that video on there.
First one.
You got to like market.
First
somehow.
one. Let people, that's what you're enjoy. This guy is really,
build
look
a
at his
market
technique.
first.
I watched someone play with.
It's like, what do you think? Rate my technique. That would be the caption.
This lady started an OnlyFans on foot fetishes, right? I watched like a 2020 Dateline or whatever, and only thing she did was play with glitter and oil. Like, so in the video, all you see is her feet, and then it's like black behind it, and she's just playing with glitter and oil on her feet and just moving her feet around. She said she made like $1 million that month.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, she does other shit.
May found
but
a
I'm
dude
just
on
saying.
Twitch the other day and just painted his face green, and he sits on his couch with no shirt on.
PhD. Dude's name is PhD Toad. He sits on the dirtiest couch I've ever seen in my life. Like, you think the bedroom floor upstairs was bad, but to catch it, this fucking dude sits on this couch. Looks like someone rubbed their ass on it.
You ever watch TikTok lives at night?
People call him.
Yeah, I get like that's what I do, and I
Look,
get trapped.
people call
Yeah,
this
I
dude,
did.
and they ask for life advice. And this dude painted his face green. He has no shirt on, and he has the biggest man titties I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my goodness.
It's wild to me.
I don't know, man.
We got a special call.
You're a fucking important man.
I'm telling you.
Is that FaceTime?
I think it's a timer.
No, we got to do Would You Rather still.
I know.
Are you guys ready?
I'm up for it.
Let's go. Let's hit some Would You Rathers. All right. Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use their toothbrush?
I'll use their toothbrush.
Wait, what was it again? Say it again.
Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use their toothbrush?
I'll use
No
their
chance do I want to wear Toad's shitty ass underwear.
No chance. I'm not even wearing Timmy's fucking not shitty ass.
I don't wear underwear.
wearing underwear because Timmy ain't got it. I was going to
wearing
say that
mine.
before he got it out. I was
Ain't
like, there ain't
wearing
no
mine.
wearing dirty underwear.
That's right.
Because this dude don't wear underwear.
Especially if it's like me being a woman and having to put woman's underwear on is disgusting. Absolutely not.
Could you imagine Tony trying to put your underwear on?
Wear Kristen's thong back in fucking 2005 or brush your teeth with
He uses my toothbrush. Wait, this is how
I can't do that.
Wait,
I would never.
hold on.
But if I had to choose, I would definitely do the toothbrush.
He didn't know he was using my toothbrush, right? About a year and a half ago during the
He
pandemic.
definitely knew.
It was like during the pandemic, 2021-ish. I buy new toothbrushes, and on the ends of the on like the bottom part of like the head of the toothbrush, there's different colors. There's a teal one and a red one. Well,
make
pink.
it?
I thought it was a dark pink, so I go with the dark pink one, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, he can have the blue, pink for women,
Makes
boys,
sense.
you know, blue. So, literally 2 weeks ago, he's like in there with my toothbrush. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Who, him?
Yes.
That would be
I'm like, what are you
That's
doing?
because he's seen the armpit. He seen armpit red, and he was like, "I need that one."
He goes, this is my toothbrush. I was like, ain't your tooth? Yeah, it's red. Red's like my favorite color.
Clearly, it wasn't like that wasn't the first time he did it.
No,
I've been
he's
using
been
it
my toothbrush for like
bought
over a
He
year.
seen that. He seen that
Stupid
pit red, and
trigger.
he said, "That's my
Okay,
toothbrush."
so let me say this. She's saying it's pink. It ain't fucking pink.
Yes, it is.
The band on it is as red as this fucking table, and she had a baby blue one, okay?
No.
I thought
It's like a
that
teal.
she used the blue one, and I used the red one. I didn't
Blue
think
for
it was
boy.
pink.
He's been using my toothbrush for
Yeah,
a
I
year.
do that quite often too.
You act
But
like we
they're
don't
like
kiss.
purple and green and all that.
Okay? Jesus. Where that mouth been at? No one knows.
Confused.
Ooh, you sucked your own dick.
So you think...
You sucked your own dick.
That's fuck you. That's horrible. I don't think about that.
You did.
Would you...
Would you rather suck your own dick or wear someone else's underwear?
Oh my god! Damn it! Fuck! I'm never gonna live this down now. Would you? You alright over there? Dude? Oh no, dude!
Some mirror action.
Fucking, did you shatter it? You didn't shatter it, did you? I thought it broke, dude.
It's okay.
Would you rather share an on-screen kiss with Leonardo DiCaprio or George Clooney?
Leo all day.
Leo.
Leo, for,
I'd stick my tongue out.
Shut this off. Say it again, Chris.
Leo, for sure.
Dad, Leo or George? Leo or George?
He likes George Clooney.
Yeah, I got the hots for George, man. He's slick.
I'm going fucking George.
Leo's
He's a
getting
silver
chunky,
fox. Leo is getting kind of weird
He's
with the
getting
shit going
chunky,
on with
man.
him.
But
He
he's
is.
on a teenager right now.
Yeah, he's on a weird. He's getting kind of borderline
I mean,
pedophile kind of.
Yeah, but in my
Well, that's-
defense, like
that's the
George
big
Clooney is like an
upright
old
right now.
man.
It's on.
Yeah,
She was like kissing your grandpa.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
she-
like-
When you shut, look, hold on. When you shut that off, it shuts her mic off.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not a.
yeah, he's seeing a 19-year-old.
Supposedly, he claims
George Clooney.
No. Leo
is
Leo.
19 year. What a fucking G, man.
Well, I'm definitely kissing him.
There's the thing going around saying
about it.
he's 45.
I don't think that's really.
He's 45, ain't he? He's getting.
think so.
Yes, he is. He's getting old. Yes,
he has
is.
to be. When did Titanic come out? 2006?
No, 97 or 98.
He might be
Really?
45.
Yes.
I think you're right, man.
Yeah, so you're talking, he was probably 18 or 19 in that movie. So he has
Let
to
some
be.
45.
He's been fucking tail since.
Date my daughter. Hell no.
How much pussy do you think Leonardo DiCaprio's got?
Oh, so much, dude.
Whatever.
Has he ever been married?
He's 40.
Why
No,
would
I don't
you?
think so. I don't think he ever has.
think he has.
He's 48 years old.
Wow.
God damn.
He was born November 11th, 1974.
Look up to see what's his body count.
Leo DiCaprio's body count.
Dude, it's whatever is confirmed plus a lot.
Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. It's not coming up here, dude. I don't have that.
That number can't be found. I'm saying it's in the thousands.
I'm saying that it's a lot higher. They got a
Different.
fucking video here.
Different tail, not just like some prime meat.
I'm going George Clooney.
Yeah,
It's like the silver fox.
What do you think
dude.
Clooney's body count is?
He's
wow.
clean.
Clooney's up there too.
Dude, George Clooney been slaying, bro.
You're talking about.
He's been slinging dick since the fucking 70s.
There's been a lot of dick slinging going from that guy. He probably taught Leo how to sling the dick.
Probably not. Leo's been slinging dick since he's been 18, since the Titanic show.
Younger than that, dude. He was in Sling Blade, I think.
Sling dick.
He was I think he was like 13 or 14 when he did that movie.
That's your dad's favorite movie.
Next Sling Blade. Sling Blade.
French
Would
fries
you
cake.
rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self?
Yes.
Is that happy? Ha, ha.
No.
Think about this. Think about
Past all
this.
day.
Think about this. Well, you
Well, it
say
depends,
past.
like, does it change anything?
You can change what you want. You can say whatever you want to yourself in the past or the future.
But when you say that, it changes something or not?
Yes, you can. If you go back in the past and you tell yourself something, then
What
you
is
can
it, 1
change
year?
it.
Did you
present?
say 1 year?
And if you go into the future. So
Okay.
Did you say 1 year?
1 minute. You can go 1 minute. It's not. Look, it's
No, I'm saying, did you say 1 year in the past and 1 year in the future?
no. What I said was, would you rather have a 1 minute conversation with your past self or your future self? So you get to go back however long, whenever you want to yourself, and you can have a 1 minute conversation either in the past or in the future.
I'm going in the past.
Okay. Why? Why do you want to go back? Do you have any specific reason? I know a reason I have.
Because technically, if you go back in the past, then that can change your future.
Correct.
So why would you talk yourself?
Think about Back to the Future when Biff steals the book. And he goes back and he figures out which ones to put fucking money on.
Yeah, that's true.
So what if you know there's a big ass game?
But
at some
if it's
point
anything that
and
Back
you
to the
tell
Future
yourself
taught
to
you,
put
though, right?
so much money on this and the odds are crazy, and you end up putting like $1,000 and winning a couple
Yeah,
mil,
but
that
here's the
changes
thing
your
that-
life.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
But I feel like that's not even like. I feel like that's not even like what I would say.
What would you say to yourself in the past? Something stupid like don't shit yourself on this day. Make sure that you don't fart at this point at this time because you were in church and you shit yourself.
Because when I was younger, right, I was like really unconfident. So
Yeah.
like, I would like go back and tell myself
He
like
shut
in
the
that
mic
minute
off.
conversation.
He shut the mic off.
No, he
Like,
didn't.
none
He's
of
not
that
talking
shit.
to it. There.
No,
He
I
didn't.
can't hear anything.
Yeah, because he's not. He got to hold it. No, it's on. Turn it towards your mouth.
Dude, what do you? What's
No, dude, it's directional. Look,
I'm an idiot.
Listen,
I'm an
I understand that. Look, listen. When you
Jesus Christ!
look, he's fucking like that slobber. Look, listen. They're directional, so if you talk like this, you can't hear it. You hear the echo. If you turn it towards you,
Can you hear me now?
sounds fucking
Fuck
amazing.
yes.
Okay, let me just sit here. Hello, folks. This is fucking Tony Goalie, KDKA TV News Pittsburgh. We're up here in Lincoln Place on fucking Diller Avenue.
Armpit.
Mount Nuji.
We're in the
The armpit of the city, folks. We got the high school basketball championship going on tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I'm just telling you this right now. You are going to be in every episode from now on, so just be prepared.
You were stuck.
The only problem I have is only for a minute.
We messed up though because I had something to say on whatever we were talking about.
You were telling me why you would go back to the past.
Oh yes, okay.
I said I wanted to go back to give myself betting.
Let's bring that back. So, right, the reason I would go back in the past for 1 minute, I really don't care about money or whatever because that's like stupid to like care about that and think like you just want to have a bunch of money. But like right now, like I'm okay with my life, but I feel like if I would go back in time and tell myself to be more confident in 1 minute and like my old self like knew that was my self now.
Yeah.
I feel like that would change my life and I'd have like not a better life, but I'd feel better.
Like a more fulfilling life.
Yes.
Dude, he's getting deep over
I agree. No, I agree. With that.
I'm agreeing.
I would be more
deep conversation.
And
that's a deep.
I mean, I think about that often, like where I was like 10 years ago versus
like one of my flaws, I feel like in my point in this life is like I'm really not confident about myself.
You're a bitch made
so
cat.
that's something I'd change.
I feel like you're not the only one though, Tone. I believe everybody goes through that.
All right, Torque, well, what would you do, Torque?
Yeah.
He'd tell himself not to eat the Taco Bell.
I'll talk to my future self.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's just living in the present and being confident.
What if you would go talk to your
that's what
future
you
self and he
think.
wasn't there because your ass is dead?
Here's my thing though. Ryan's all like, you could go back in time, tell yourself to put money on like fucking Google and like become a millionaire or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what happens when you come back and you're not there? Like, for instance, you have all this money, you decided to buy a sports car and you wrapped it around a tree and died.
Okay, so that's what you need to think about. You got to think carefully.
Do that.
Because what if you knew that something happened and like you wanted to warn your future self?
Or you fell down your 70 steps in your mansion.
Yeah.
Broke her neck.
Oh yeah, I got all this money. Like, what do you? You know,
Or you go
Or
forward
a
to
giant
like,
chandelier
like
just
people with
decided to fall on your head.
people with all this money, like that have that, they don't have like the actual day-to-day life
Yeah, I agree. Like,
interaction and friendship with people.
yeah, no, I totally agree with that. It's just like it's just you and this.
Yeah,
a
but
bunch
I
of
would
shit.
go back and be like, yo, you tell this person, we're all doing this and betting on this game. You don't even have to go back. You can go back to yesterday. You can go back 5 minutes from now, 20 minutes from now and say, hey, bet this line. This game.
I wish I would have liquidated.
Who burped?
Dude,
Did
on
you
the Super
burp?
Bowl?
No,
Torque.
I fucking sneezed.
It's me.
I sniffed.
It's those wings.
Your
told
fucking
you.
burp stink.
I told you. That's why I can't eat a lot of those. I knew.
Torque,
I knew
here's
it was
what I
going to
was
fuck
thinking,
with
dude.
me.
On the Super
I had
Bowl,
2
right?
wings.
I seen the Chiefs were down by so much, dude. And I only bet.
Yeah, so
40
what if
bucks
you would
like
go
an
back?
idiot. But like, I want to tell everybody, liquidate everything you have and bet it on the Chiefs and have.
No, dude, you go back and
Go back and do that.
You go back and you literally can predict every touchdown, every yard, the
but
exact
for what,
score.
though? And to what end?
You could do a 5.
You can take every bit of money you have.
But like that decision that we're talking about, you don't know how it's going to affect you.
later on. It
And
could
you're
turn you
all
into
present.
junkie.
I don't
You
give a
could
fuck.
win all this money and blow it all and then be addicted and be on the fucking street smoking crack.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going with
That's deep. Like what I'm saying is deep, but like that's you have to consider.
I didn't think about that. I literally thought about it and I'm like, I'm going to the past because I'm going to put bets in.
Yeah,
You're
but-
over here throwing some fucking knowledge on my head, dude. Shit.
bro.
Right.
You never asked your dad.
No, I'm good.
You got to pee? Well, we're getting up anyway, so just go pee.
Okay. Are we taking a break right?
Yeah, I
we're
guess
in the middle
we're a half an hour. No,
We're
we
in the
can't.
middle of some.
I can't because oh, Jesus Christ.
That's gonna stink too. I'm in the middle of 2 Burby McGee's.
Oh my god.
Just go because like I got 15 more would you rather.
Dude, that does stink. Let's take a break because you're fucking. I need to fucking get some fresh air.
All right, we'll take a break.
Do you like big decks and cannot lie? Is your house in need of an upgrade? Have Bowtie Construction LLC come out and give you a free estimate. You got to call 412-414-0515 or 412-901-8535. Ask for Nick or Sean. Give him a call or have your husband screwed up himself.
Randy, how old are them Monarchs though?
Oh, they're beat, bro. Those are only a few years.
Those are the official dad
Those are
shoes.
fucking
Me and Ash bought them for him for Christmas.
They're classic Kmart from Kmart.
Bro, you know how hard it is to find those?
No, I got them up at Walmart.
Like recently?
No.
Those are
no.
dad
Me and Ash bought them for him for Christmas
Those
a
are
few
dad
years
shoes
back.
right there.
Yeah, those are fucking
I beat the fuck out of them.
classics, bro.
I beat the fuck out of
You
them.
need to be buy a grill with them.
I'm going to trade them in.
He don't know how to
Get 'em
grill.
resold.
That's why I go over there because if anytime the steak's got to be made, Tim gets
Like
phone
Randy,
calls
I
to
like.
make it.
I look for like. Here's the only reason why I'd go like into the future. Oh shit! Can we see ourselves in the future too and like live it?
Yeah.
I'll be
You have
very
1 minute.
fuckers, bro.
You have 1 minute to say whatever you want.
Like fix your water heater, motherfucker. It's gonna break.
That's too quick.
That's what I look forward to. Seeing
you'd have
myself
to-
wearing some fucking Monarchs.
You'd have to be right there to make that decision, though.
Tone's saying he want. Yeah. that's
Like
true.
if you wanted to do a bet, you'd have to be at the window
Yeah.
or
No.
online right there.
No, well, yeah, I guess. No. I think you're misunderstanding. The person doesn't have a minute to do something. You only have 1 minute to talk to yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To
No,
make that
you're
decision,
thinking- you're thinking
you're
that-
trying to change your
Yeah,
mind.
but I could go back and say you need to go in exactly 1 week to the rivers and put a bet in on
Right.
this. He has a week
I'm just saying that
You have 1 minute, though. to tell him. You only have 1
You
minute.
could say a lot of things in 1
So
minute.
what you guys like? You guys are.
Can
on
you
a
do that
mindset-
multiple
You guys
times,
are in a
though?
mindset to like
I'm on a mindset. I want you to
do
put that mic in your
that
mouth.
just for like money.
No, I would do it for some different reasons.
I'd do it for something else, but I'm saying that's what comes to mind the first thing. I'm sure there's something else. You could use it for anything, dude. You never know.
If I had that opportunity, I'm honestly ever going to be worried about like doing it to hit a bet for money.
I mean, it would be nice to have the money.
You about to be construction Kristen over there again? You better walk
Oh
outside.
yeah, you're right. Construction soon, Kristen.
All right, let's move on from the 1 minute question.
No, wait, I didn't get to answer.
Yeah, you did.
What did I say?
What did you say?
Everybody said the
right.
past.
I'm gonna go.
You did say the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna go future
Okay.
Why she's changing up? Let's hear it.
because like really, I don't see anything behind me that like I'd want to change. Like things happen, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, but
So
what are
if
you gonna do in
if
the
something
future?
doesn't go your way, then it's a lesson learned, right? So I don't know. You go to the future, and I want my future self to tell me what to do.
All right. So what if you go to your
Like,
future
go in
self? What if
future.
you go to
You
your
have
future
1
self?
minute to tell your future self something.
Like if
and
I go
don't
to the
answer.
future and something tragic happens,
You
I
can't
could
tell your
possibly
future self
change
anything.
it. You know, what I mean?
That's the
You're
thing
always
with that
chasing
question. You can't tell your future self anything because
You're always chasing it.
Yeah,
But my future self
you
could
can
tell
ask-
me.
your future
I
self
could
could
ask
tell you
questions.
No, that wasn't the question. The question was you have a minute to tell your future self or past self something.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
but-
but you could say you just go to your future self and your future self would suddenly realize I got a minute to tell this motherfucker about this.
No, you can't change the question. That's not the question. The question was, what would you tell your future self? You can't tell your future self anything because you don't know what the fuck happened in the future.
You could go to your future self and it's in a fucking
Hang out.
ground.
You could probably hang out for a minute.
But you could
There's
see. It's not even about going and talking to my future self. It's basically seeing the future in a way.
Yeah, I wouldn't
for a
want to see
minute.
that because you
Why
don't
not?
know what that is.
You're right, but like that's the thing though. You come back to like your present self, and you know you could possibly change something. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No, you
It'll be
can't.
a different.
Yeah,
course
but you
of
go to
action.
your future self and you can then be in a fucking box in the dirt. Like, oh,
You
it's
can't.
fucking
Right.
Yeah, that's the point
It's
of the
true.
question. Like, so if you see your future self,
Something,
see
if something
something
happens,
that's
you might
terrible,
not know how it
you're
happens.
screwed.
Yeah, that is true.
Would you rather
All right, I'm ready.
have a 10-inch long belly button that sways to music or accordions for legs?
I'm going with the belly button.
Well,
You want me to read it again?
yeah, read it again.
Timmy was so taken back by that question. I missed it.
I was taken back too because I was confused about the belly button thing.
What the fuck?
Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or accordions for legs?
I'm
Like a
getting
jack in a box.
Belly
Wait.
button.
So
You
like
know
every
why?
time you walk, it's like, wee, wee.
Yeah.
You just got these
I'm
accordions.
going with the accordion legs. And I
Or
would
you
put my
have
feet
like
on
a
the
10
leg.
inch
Yeah,
long
but if
belly
you have
button.
accordion legs, then like you don't have any legs. They're not.
You do.
You can walk with the accordion legs.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can walk
this
with
is
the
making
accordion
Just
legs.
accordions.
Yeah, I'm going with the belly button.
But every time you go take a step, it's gonna be like.
I'll just put it up. I'll put my belly button up like a panty tail. You know what I mean? So I'll just sit there.
It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast in that scene where he's playing the accordion. That's what it reminds me of.
What? We'll be up in a minute. Shut the door. She's down in the yard.
Fucking.
Oh man, fine production here at Shenanigan Studios. Hit me up if you want to have a podcast. You might have
I'm
a child
going with
pop
the
in.
accordion legs for the simple fact that I think it would be hilarious.
Me too. I would
You
lay
just
with
know
my
I'm
back on the
coming.
floor and my feet on the wall.
So your entire life, you'd rather just have that
Yeah, why not?
Playing accordion
instead of
music.
just having a piece of
Would
beef
you
jerky
jerk your belly button off?
fucking put up in a ponytail?
Would you jerk your
Hide
belly
shit.
button
You could
off?
hide shit in your belly button. You could smuggle
Well,
a
then
bottle
again,
of
I could
vodka.
like bedazzle it.
Your belly button?
Yeah.
I don't know how bedazzling a 10-inch long
Is it
belly
an
button.
innie or an
Why not?
outie?
It's obviously going to be an innie. You can't have a 10-inch outie, dude.
Yes, you could. How would
That
it-
would be a hernia.
Okay, let
Yeah,
me.
it would be a
you
10-inch.
just-
It sways to the music.
Yeah,
guy,
how would
man.
it
It's an
sway
outie.
inside of you? How would it sway inside of you?
It's like, imagine if your belly was
It's gonna
hanging
tickle
out
in
of
your
your shirt.
asshole.
Like, what
the
if you
whole
had
time.
a belly shirt on? And you know
You're
how, like,
changing the questions.
I'm
in
not.
mid-
It's serious. I'm being
mid-questions.
serious. Like, if you had a belly shirt on.
Kind of like the South Pacific.
If you had a belly on.
It would look like you're doing cock flips with it. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh my god! I just imagine you like dancing in like a strip club and just shaking your belly button
They'd be like,
around.
"You
You're a
dick on
belly
your
dancer.
belly?"
You would be a belly
Slamming your heel
dancer.
into
Yeah, right. You'd be like
With a
this,
10-inch
and then the
belly.
whole thing would just go.
Well, me, I'd have accordion legs. Tone would be.
Yeah.
Tone's a belly dancer. Tone already belly
Me and
dances.
me and Timmy are over here just like.
Tone would stroke his belly button.
You can't have accordion legs.
He'd be like, Nick, why don't you stroke my belly button tonight?
Would you rather wake up naked in a forest 5 miles from home or in your underwear at work?
In my underwear at work. Fuck yeah.
It's a forest.
In my underwear works to be in my basement.
How far away from your house?
5 miles.
We talked about
5
bugs.
miles?
I don't like bugs.
I don't like bugs either. That
So you're
I
going underwear work.
Yeah.
instantly
What was-
thought of
what was
Christopher
it?
Boyle falling asleep in that
You
field.
wake up 5 miles naked, 5 miles in the woods. So you have to go 5 miles to home in the woods
You don't got a
naked.
car or nothing.
Or you're in your underwear. You don't got a car. You got to walk. In your fucking work with just underwear.
I'm going, Mark.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, if you're when you're naked in the woods and
No, because you're naked.
okay.
You don't have pockets.
No,
Where's
you
your
said
phone?
in
Unless
your
if you're
underwear.
shoving your phone up your fucking asshole, you got nowhere to put your phone.
I'm going underwear work all day.
Underwear
Yeah,
work.
no one's gonna be there for us, Tones.
Well, even if I was like at a building, I'd rather do that than it'd be butt
That's
ass
what I
naked
mean.
5 miles away
No,
from
but
something.
you know
Go to a
that.
gas station, can use your phone, dude, you're butt ass naked.
Plus, I mean, how we doing this though? Because Tony works permanently from home, so he's waking up in his underwear at home.
No, because we're just Okay, if we're just changing in your mind here. Let's have a little bit open outside of the
I wasn't
box.
working from home. If I
Outside
was
of the
working in
box.
the office, I'm still taking underwear.
You have to go to the office. You would wake up at the office in your underwear.
All right,
me,
but no one's
I'm
gonna
taking
be
the
there
woods.
anyways because everybody else is working from home.
I'm
so
taking the woods. I'm taking the woods.
I'm
Fuck
taking the
yeah.
woods and I'm never going home. I'm just going to live in the woods the rest of my
You're
life.
gonna have shit all over your Peter.
You
But I'd
imagine?
be living in the woods. You would never know. I would
Imagine
just
the
be
story.
living-
So if that happened to you, you would just do that?
I would just live
Let's
in the woods.
kidnap Timmy and
You go
fucking take
bear.
him out in the woods.
You would never see me
Struggle.
again.
Yeah.
Like
You would never
trank
see
him.
me again.
We'll trank him with some heavy
I would
animal
do that.
tranquilizers.
Let's
Just throw-
let's put his ass butt ass naked.
We'll
in
put
the woods.
GoPros. We'll put GoPros everywhere and see what happens.
Yeah.
You'll have
You
people
would see me
Says
living.
he's gonna stay
Allegheny
out there.
National. You'll have hunters coming in and be like,
Unbelievable.
I just seen a naked Sasquatch up there in them woods.
See the fat ass Sasquatch around.
That's Timmy Starkowitz.
That's a YouTube channel though. That is a legit YouTube channel. Like
Be
that
on
could
trail
be a
cam.
legit YouTube.
Oh, you're saying we have an idea?
You have an idea.
I thought someone actually was like kidnapping their friends and throwing them in the woods naked.
No. You
fucked up.
have to obviously consent to do it, but you somehow knock yourself
No, there's
out.
no
We
consension.
drop you off in a
There's no
remote
consension.
location.
Could you
You
imagine
have
if
to
we
try to
kidnapped
find your
Boyle?
way home.
I'm living there.
Could
So
you
I'm
imagine
not
if we
going
kidnapped Boyle? Boyle got lost hunting the one day with Jeff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Could you imagine if we kidnapped Boyle and threw him in the woods? That'd be fucking hilarious. Someone come and find me.
I'm lost.
Chelsea, it's your fault.
Oh God. Would you rather eat poison ivy or a handful of wasp?
Neither. No.
You can't say neither. You have to pick one. I knew you were going to say neither.
Poison ivy all day.
Okay.
You would take poison ivy in your stomach. You wouldn't be able to scratch internally. Dog.
You're in a fucking.
I'm eating them
take
fucking
some
wasps.
wasp in your stomach?
Yeah, here's the thing
Chew
though.
them quick.
No.
Chew
you
them
just
bitches quick.
Squeeze them. You have to somehow pick them up, right? So you're just going to squeeze them until
No,
they
someone
die.
puts
and
them in
then
your
eat
mouth.
them.
She has a point. There's no way you just have to eat them. There's no you don't have to put them in your mouth.
You squeeze them and kill them and eat
So
them.
you could drop a brick on them, they're all dead and then eat them.
This is the question. This is what you got to think about.
I'm taking them off.
I'm taking my chance with poison ivy because I've never actually had poison ivy because I'm not allergic to it. So
Your tummy's gonna be itchy.
You're not.
Tongue swell up.
Yeah.
I'm not eating a fucking wasp. I'm not. I fucking
They're dead. You can kill them. You can freeze them. You can freeze them.
Your lips get all big like you can get
I don't
those,
fuck with wasps, bro.
get those shots in them.
I'll just keep my stance on that.
Would you rather have a permanent unibrow or no eyebrows at all?
I got one.
You have eyebrows. Would you rather be stuck with a permanent unibrow or no eyebrows?
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows.
I'm going no eyebrows because as a female, I can just draw mine on.
My grandma used to draw hers on.
Yeah, they were not straight up.
God rest her soul. She would come out sometimes and one would be high, one would be low, and they look like squiggles.
They would never be straight.
I love my grandma, but she did draw eyebrows.
females in the eyebrow thing.
What?
All females are so worried about their eyebrows, bro.
I know, it is weird.
Some girls do have caterpillars, bro.
No,
it's a competition thing.
Eyebrows are fine. Just let your eyebrows be eyebrows.
Yeah, but
You're a human being.
someone along the lines was like, "This is the cool way to do things."
Yeah,
so
let's
you need
shave
to,
them off and draw them on.
Yeah, and like all that shit.
Let's
Yeah,
do like a weird shape. It's stupid as hell.
yeah,
I even saw a guy like glue a beard on.
yeah. I've seen that before.
I watched some dad pay for his barber to glue a beard on his son. He took his son's hair and he glued it on with like the toupee glue. They're doing that thing now where they do.
It is
toupees.
weird because we like
Glued it on his face.
But as a, like, I guess you could say a society, we are obsessed with hair in general.
Well, here's
where,
my-
where
here's
hair's
my thing.
supposed to
Tone's
be.
obsessed with his hair on his
Yeah,
Let's
bottle.
go
I know
back to
that.
eyebrows. Let's go back to eyebrows, okay? So, like, guys, and I formally speak as for like 99% of the guys, we do not care about your girl's eyebrows at all.
I don't.
We do not give a fuck.
I
No one
think the
does.
only time that you guys
The
do care is
crazy
like when they
square-
fuck
And the
up.
things you guys
Those
that
drive
do
me
to
wild.
think it
The
makes
ones that
it
are,
look
like,
good,
inked on.
We do not care.
No, I think they use like a.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
brush.
I only ever just add a little bit.
Looks
to
like a
my
car-
eyebrows,
looks like a
kind of thing,
cartoon.
but-
It looks like a cartoon eyebrow.
Tone, that's really with everything. Like, I don't think men really give a shit that as long as you're
I
kind
feel
of
the
put
same way
together.
about eyelashes.
I like them natural.
Right, but
I
that's
actually like eyelashes. Like I'm actually turned off by you putting fake eyelashes on.
well, my thing is though is that you like, for instance, Ryan will say like, "Who you getting all dolled up for? You're going to the bar or whatever. Like, you cheating on me? Like, fucking with me, right?" But it's more or less
Putting them fake eyelashes on.
I'm only doing it because I know that the other females there are probably going to be put together. So if I don't put myself together, I look bad.
Well, no.
That's why.
That's a different story there, Kristen.
So,
That's
like-
completely separate.
but that's what I'm
the
saying.
eyebrow thing is completely separate.
But no, I'm telling you,
I understand that.
some
As a girl,
female
you
somewhere
have to
along
do
the
that.
line was like, "Look at your eyebrows." Like, you know what I
Damn,
mean?
girl, look at them
This is
bushy
the
ass
cool
eyebrows.
things. The way, like, this is the cool way of doing
You
it.
can just tell them go fuck
down.
yourself.
Or like, it's another way for people to make money too, because you can pay to get your eyebrows waxed.
Oh, yeah. There's a
waxed,
big-
threaded, dyed, drawn on,
Yeah, but
tattooed
that's
on,
only
all of
there
that.
because you females allow that to be there.
This is true.
I mean, it's just like makeup or anything else that women do.
Makeup
Yeah,
is
but
a trick.
there's some kind of eyebrow or pulling of the hair fetish.
Yeah.
that people get hooked on. And
Like
they pull
plucking.
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 It stimulates some kind of.
I'm
weird
trying.
shit.
I'm actually
Which is so
trying to
weird,
find
'cause I
someone
hate
to
it.
like wax my ass crack.
But like, no, seriously, it's like, where do you?
Go get the wax strips. Get this ass crack. It's getting out of control.
I mean, females are obsessed with hair in general.
I'll wax your
How
ass
they're,
crack.
how
Shaving
they're.
it like don't work no more.
I'll
It's
wax
too
it,
big.
dude. You
It's
come
too
over
big,
here,
bro.
just
Hey.
clean it up. I'll wax
All
it. for you,
right,
bro.
wait, just go get your asshole waxed.
I can't do that. Like,
Why?
Because I'm an
Self-conscious.
introvert, Kristen. I can't be like.
It's
lay
different
there.
for dudes.
I can't
So
lay
am
there with
I,
a
but
stranger.
my
Like,
thing is-
here, just wax
It's
my
different
asshole.
for
It's
dudes.
not-
Here's my
it-
balls and my dick just hanging there.
It don't.
That's
My
weird.
thing is
Yeah.
like you
And
guys
I have
think
to
way
pay
too
for
much
that,
into it.
dude. So I have to pay. To,
And
like,
it's gonna be a
shamed
chick.
by
It's gonna be a chick. There's never dudes waxing
Just wax
assholes.
it.
It's
I-
always
All
I-
right,
chicks.
all right. I got one better for you. Just
It could
wax.
be a robot.
Then just
I'd
wax
still
your
be
own
shameful.
asshole.
Wax your own asshole.
Just wax your own asshole.
What if he gets stuck halfway through?
I have one. If you would like, if you want to borrow,
rip this off. It hurts.
Stop. Wait. If you want to borrow, you can. I have a wax melter. You can just use it.
Tone's waxing his asshole tomorrow.
I'm dead serious.
I feel like I couldn't even like do it to myself. Like I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's not that. It's not as bad as
straight
you think
without
it
a
is.
mirror. Ryan can tell you about
You just gotta be like 1, 2, 3.
I could tell you about that.
I mean, I get a Brazilian, and it's not even that bad.
Tone taught me to make a move.
They make you lay on your belly and spread your cheeks.
Yeah.
That's how you get a Brazilian.
How'd you like to have to be an actor and portray that on a film?
I'd love it.
There was a guy that just
Or actually
did that
just do it in real life.
a series.
Like yourself.
My ultimate fantasy is to make it
like
on
a
the
hairless
Playgirl
comedian.
magazine with my butt cheeks spread. Playgirl magazine, butt
Get
cheeks
paid
spread.
to do that on national television.
I'd do it. I don't give a fuck. You paying me money? Here's my butt cheeks. I don't give a fuck. They look like shit. They look like shit. They look like they got shit. They look like they got shit on them. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting paid. You know what I mean? Would you rather live in the White House or Buckingham Palace? This is the last one, by the way.
What's Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Buckingham Palace is?
Obviously
It's where
not
the
if I
queen
asked.
lives, isn't
It's
it?
where the royal family lives
Now,
at.
fuck the royal family. I'm going to the White House. This is America.
America, exactly.
America.
No,
Let me get you a Budweiser
It's
and a
America.
jacked up truck and some Marlboro Red.
It's
Stan,
America.
Marlboro Red.
I'm getting White House as well.
Me too, because I feel like the palace is like you have to be like prime and proper and like all
I
that
don't give a
shit.
fuck.
You got to be fucking French and British or whatever the fuck they are.
They're
fucking
British, dude.
English,
It's ink. Come on, dude.
They got wooden teeth.
There's your episode title right there.
They got wooden teeth. Episode 20, wooden teeth.
No, episode 20. They got wooden teeth.
They got wooden teeth. What are you saying?
I'm staying out of that.
You're not touching it? Palace or White House? No?
I'll go to the White House. Yeah, I definitely go to
He
the
doesn't
White
have to, but I like to probe him because he doesn't like to, and I probe him.
I like the idea of somebody on my rooftop with a freaking missile launcher.
Fuck
like
yeah.
a Gatling gun.
Come fuck with me.
America. Yes, I agree.
America.
Yes.
That's a good point, but you're only living in the White House.
That's right.
For up to 4 years. Where if you're in Buckingham Palace,
Well, you
you're there
might
because
get a
you're a
double
royal and
job
you'll
out
be
of
there until you're dead. Who cares?
You might back it
Queen
up.
lived in the Buckingham Palace for
and when you
70
die,
years.
you also would have fucking wooden teeth.
You guys realize like the
Yeah, but
the
you get
royal
a pension
family
when
has
you-
nothing to do with anything, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know that.
And you didn't make that stipulation in the question.
I think modern
void.
things-
That's voided.
Modern like
No, but I'm
time
saying you
and
can't
society
live in
took
Buckingham
over.
You can live in the
Unless
White
if
House
you're
as long as
the
you
royal
want because
family.
you didn't state that in the question.
Okay, so now we're going to be literal. So next time I'm going to say, would you rather 4 years in the White House or a lifetime in Buckingham
That
Palace?
changes a lot of things. I might take the wooden teeth at that point.
Okay, well then next time I'll add that in. But
As of right now, this is America, and I'll be in the White House, folks.
Budweiser, Marlboro Reds,
We're having parties.
You won't be in the
Goodyear blimp coming to a town near you.
I'll be like, Rye, we need a pool right here. Get her a pool. Secret Service is outside fucking digging.
Hand digging a pool.
Yeah.
Well, we're going
White
to take
House.
a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do our Any Excuse to Drinks, and we'll be out of here.
Thanks for listening to Any Excuse to Drink.
And we're back. Got our Any Excuses to Drink this week. We'll start off with Timmy.
Why did I always start?
I don't know, because you're to my left, dude.
Construction cone Kristen.
All right, I'll start. Get it over with.
Get it over. You guys are gonna tell me what that segment.
I guess for the new panel member here, we do at the end of the segment, we just talk about a reason, whether good or bad, why we decided to drink this week. So like sometimes we'll pick shit that happened to us, or sometimes we'll pick like good things that we want to drink about. Like you're excited or something shitty that happened.
All right.
Yeah. So Timmy can start, and then we'll work our way around the table. We'll come back to me, and then that'll be the show. So, Tim, no pressure.
Pork salad. What you got to say?
Torque salad up to the mic.
Bum, bum, bum.
We started construction in the kitchen this week.
Nah.
Operation Kitchen is on its way.
Operation Kitchen 2023 is happening.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude. How much you got done? Just the wall tore out yet?
Well, funny story about that was that he was supposed to come over. Well, he came over Wednesday, looked at it, was like, I'm going to build the cabinets tomorrow, get them all done, and then we're going to start taking the walls down. I was like, oh, cool. Go to work Thursday, get a text message at like 7. Hey, I'll be there Tuesday next week. I woke up in Florida this morning.
Sounds like a real reliable contractor there.
Who is it?
So I started fucking building.
Somebody's mom.
So I
He
started
sent me a
building the
check.
fucking cabinets myself.
Yeah.
Since I was like, that's the least I could do.
It'll help him out. Yeah, he won't have to do.
Started
He'll be excited. I mean, that's probably the worst part.
Yeah,
man.
so I
Happy
started
wife,
building the
happy
cabinets
life.
Friday. I got like 4 done, and then my battery died on my drill. So I was like, "Well, looks like I'm done."
Oh, sounds like you need a new drill with some extra batteries.
Funny you say that because
sounds
I
like-
am
sounds
actually
like you
thinking
need
about
extra
getting a
battery,
drill.
bro.
I have 2 batteries. They were
you're-
just one.
If you're gonna get a
both
new
were
one,
dead.
go get a Milwaukee, bro.
I want.
Worth every
I want an actual like hammer drill.
Yeah,
and
man.
regular
You can get a Milwaukee and a regular drill,
I have
like
both.
a hammer drill, and then a Milwaukee Impact, like the one that goes tick 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 tick.
I have an Impact, but I want. Donnie has this fucking Milwaukee. It's a regular drill, but then if you crank it all the way over, it turns into a hammer drill.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers is like that. That's awesome. So is that it for that?
Yeah. Unless you want something else.
No, I don't need nothing
Cabinets
else.
are white.
What color's the floor? What do you paint in the walls?
I don't know.
Wait,
What's your dress?
If I know Ashley, so the the floors are gonna be gray.
Probably.
That's the new thing, gray and white. That's
Gray and
everything's gray and
They
white.
probably aren't going to be gray. There'll probably be some sort of gray in it, but our kitchen,
Kinda
for the
like what
most
we
part, is
did
going
at
to be
Tigger.
white cabinets, black countertops, black appliances.
Gray is just the new in. It's a gray.
I know, in every house I've been in, it's been gray.
Yeah.
Gray.
it's
This
grayish.
garage eventually will be grayish.
Yeah, it's gonna be a grayish.
It'll be
color.
grayish. I'm hoping to get a green screen behind us so we could be cool places like on a mountain
Oh yeah.
or on a beach.
That'd be cool.
How cool
Or
would
your
that be?
mom's house.
Or we could be in the living room at my mom's house, but really we're in the garage at my house.
They
Cool
say
story, bro.
white though.
Put
A
us
lot
some
of people are
space.
going white because it's clean.
Yeah.
You guys like completely lost me on everything there.
Come on, Tone, keep the fuck up.
All right, next.
All right.
Here's a reason.
So I don't really. I mean, I guess this is kind of a reason to drink, but the kids got baptized this weekend, right?
Praise Jesus.
We're all blessed.
The whole
All
reason,
blessed.
wait, the whole reason we did this, more or less, is because I get a great discount for sending them. They have to be Catholic. to
Don't
get the
say
discount.
that.
I know, I'm going to hell. But listen,
It's not
so
that much of a discount.
it is for me. For me, I don't have
kids.
to pay for the 3rd kid, and I won't have to pay for Rory at all
Oh, so
while
is it
Addie's
just-
there.
is that what it is?
After the 3rd kid, that's
They
there's
figure
What, is
they
there
got
an
enough
increase
out
for
of
the
it.
3rd kid?
no. So I
If you
pay.
pay for 2, it's good. You're good.
You pay for you pay for 3 kids to go to St. Therese,
Tony,
and then
you're not
the
getting
4th
out of
and
paying
5th
for
kid
Zoe, you're paying for
are
Zoe.
free, right?
You're gonna pay for Zoe.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for Zoe for sure. But like the way
Have
they
another
it
kid,
set
then it'll
up,
be
Yeah,
free.
but
it's
Mason will
weird.
be
You get a
gone.
discount for each kid you
Mason
send.
will be gone.
Oh, then you'll be good. You'll always pay for 2.
Yeah, well, no, 2 years from now, Mason won't be gone. He'll be in what, 5th grade, 6th grade.
She'd just be in preschool to us.
Well, no, 2 years. Not this year coming
She's
up.
3,
but the
ain't
year
she?
after that, she'll go into kindergarten.
How old is she?
Right?
2, bro.
Oh, no, you're
Oh,
right.
she's 2. Oh, you got 3. Yeah,
She was
got 3
literally
more years.
born a
She'd just
month
be in
before Maverick.
Listen, she'd just be in preschool, and there's no way to
Yeah.
get around that cost.
But when he's in 8th grade, she's gonna be in like 1st grade.
So will her and Mav go to school together?
Yeah, if you send him to St.
Are
Therese.
you gonna send Mav to St. Therese?
Possibly.
And yeah.
Possibly.
It's actually
fucking
not
the
that
same
expensive
age,
if
Tim.
you have one kid.
What are you, an idiot?
Some
So
would
I
say.
pay $9.97 a month for 3 kids to go to school.
$9.99.
Holy
You're out of
fuck.
your mind.
Dude, I can't ever do that. So like, all right, so Mason's in 4th.
Better wrap
Yeah.
that dick.
Mason's in
3 years from now, 3 years from now, Zoe will be in kindergarten because she'll be 6.
Yeah, all your kids are gonna be going there.
So she'll be 3 next year. She could go to 3-year-old preschool, and then the year after that she'll be 4. A year after that she'll be 5. So you're right. So it would be 4 years from now. Yeah, Mason will be in 8th grade when she goes to
It'll be like
kindergarten.
1 year.
You got 1
Yeah,
year.
1 year.
Then it'll go back to 2.
Anyways, so the whole reason I wanted to do this is like, of course, keep the discount and baptize my kids in the church. And
In the name of Jesus, praise Jesus.
so we go to this meeting on Monday. She sets us up. First of all, she gives me some backhanded comment about how, we were sending emails in September and here we are in February. And I'm like, bitch, I've been trying to reach out to you since July.
Bitch, we had a wedding.
I was literally, I'd email her, hey, I need information on how to do this. And then she'd get back to me, we have to sit down and do a meeting. And then I would go, okay, when do you want to do the meeting? And then it was radio silence. We went through this like 4 or 5 times, right? So finally, first reconciliation stuff has come out for Aaron and Addie. And I was like, I want my son and my daughter to do this, but they're not baptized, so we need to get this on its way. So she goes, we have to have a meeting, right, to do this. So we go, the kids are like pretty much well behaved, and she goes, okay, so I have to ask them if they want to be baptized because now they're old enough and they can make their own decisions, essentially. So she goes, Addison, do you want to be baptized? Yes. Aaron, do you want to be baptized? Yes. Cameron, do you want to be baptized? Yes. Colin, do you want to be baptized? No.
My boy Colin.
I don't want to do that.
No. And then you got Rory going, me or May? Me or May? Baptized. Me or May. So she's like, oh, she like looked at us and we're like, don't worry about him. You know what I mean? She's like, okay, well, we'll come back to that. So they go through the whole teaching. They walk them up to the little like pond and they're like, okay, this is what you're going to do and everything. Then we sit back down and she's like, okay, I'm going to ask you again. So she goes down the line. She goes, Colin, do you want to be baptized? He goes, no. And I'm like, oh God.
She took it serious though.
Yeah.
She was like, if you say no one more time, we can't baptize you. And I looked at him and I was like, you can say yes, dude.
Yeah.
Say yes.
Ryan's threatening his life. Like,
I'm like, if you fucking say yes to you, and it costs us an extra fucking $600 a month. Say
I'm
yes,
gonna knock you out. You're grounded. No iPad. So we go back to the office, and I guess for first reconciliation, Aaron had to say, like, one of the lines was, thou shalt not steal. And as she's coaching him through this line, Rory is taking all the M&Ms out of the candy dish and shoving them in her pocket vigorously. She's like, get in there. I need more. So she's stealing the M&Ms, and they're talking about,
not stealing.
Yeah, and not stealing. So it was a fun, I guess you could say it was a fun
It was like the highlight of our whole week.
yeah, and now, like, I guess with
fun.
Deacon Ron, shout out to him. My kids are like the most kids he's baptized at one time. So we got a little record right there.
Oh, shit.
So I guess we could drink to that. There's my reason to drink.
He was definitely blindsided. She told him you have a baptism. He showed up and she was like, forgot to tell him about 5 kids. He was like, damn, dude.
They were lined up.
He's like, I've never done a football or baseball team before. I've done a bowling team before.
Whole squad.
Yeah, whole squad.
What do you got?
I was just happy we didn't get any snow this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, this weather's
Unfortunately, it got a little
sucks.
cold. But
How are we going to get any snow?
Well, it could
Went down like 20 degrees, dude.
Went from 70 down to 15 wind chill.
I know, and now I'm sitting here wondering why I don't feel good.
I'm just glad it didn't snow that much. We had a little dusting.
I'm glad that it didn't snow.
I hate snow, man.
Yeah,
I ain't going to snow no
I'm
more.
kind of with you, but
I got spoiled down south.
You know why I hate
You are
snow?
used to living in Florida, 80 degrees, sunny.
See, and I love, like, if it's a day that it snows and I have nowhere to go, I'll sit there and look out the window, open the deck door, like, oh, look at the snow. I don't have to touch it. But if I have to go out,
I'm building ramps to snow tube.
yeah, but like trudging your kid, like 6:30 in the morning, I gotta trudge them out to the daycare.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Get them in the car, and then we gotta get into the fucking daycare, and everybody
drift around the corner.
Yeah, you got them all bundled up and trying to get them in and out. Like it's a mess. Like that's the only reason I don't like the snow.
I'm with you on that.
Got to go to and fro for the grandma's house.
I look at the fucking snow, and the first thing I think of is, fuck, I got to shovel this fucking shit.
Yep.
I got to clean the cars off, and I got to go over to the daycare and fucking
Yeah,
shovel.
I know. I agree. That's why
I fucking hate snow, dude.
I hope nobody runs.
I got to shovel a whole block of sidewalk
Yeah.
and a whole parking lot.
You're double.
Yeah, dude. So I hate the fucking
jacked up.
snow anymore. What you got, Tim? Yeah. I could come back to you if you want.
Shit, man, I had something, man. I
Shit.
did.
You want me to come back to you? Because I'll tell you mine.
Give me a second. I had something. It was good.
Do, 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 do,
Oh no, I got it. I got it.
He really did only
So-
take 1 second.
I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm like bored as hell in my house.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna show up to Ryan May's house. Twins' birthday was yesterday. I fucking didn't come over.
Nikki told me that you can't come over because of Mason and his allergy to
And
cats.
here I am on this fucking podcast. That's my reason.
That's what happens. You show up on a whim, dude. You're getting voted on the ship, dude. You made it on the ship. You show up and you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed up.
Yeah, I had a good time. It's a good time. Well, my excuse to drink this week is I didn't realize how fucking stupid I was.
I knew it. We all knew that, bro.
Why? What happened?
You just realized.
So when but I'm gonna kind
I
of
said that a couple times.
God, take it easy on me. Fuck, guys. She was telling the whole story about the baptism thing, but she left one big thing out. So we show up there.
Oh my God.
And we're standing there for like 10, 15 minutes. Now I'm looking around the church.
We're in the back of the church, and it's dark because the lights on the church are
Deacon Ron was getting a BJ back in the back.
Damn.
Mind you, I'm not Catholic, so I'm not used to all the shit that they do. So I was looking around and I was like, what are them things? Is that like the confessional? And like, we're being loud and shit, and like, we're talking, I'm like swearing, and I shouldn't have been because I'm in a church. But I look at Kristen, I'm like, is that the confessional? And she's like, yeah, that's the confessional. I said, we're swearing and the priest is in there. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, he ain't sitting in there right now? She was like, no, he don't fucking just sit in there. And I was like, so what do you, I was like, so what do? You have to like book an appointment? Like, I thought he just chilled in there all day.
23 hours a day, the priest is in the confessional.
Bro, I don't fucking know this shit.
That's dedication.
I looked at him and I was like, Rodney.
You gotta be
I have not felt so stupid in my
So
life.
he really thought, thought the priest just hangs out.
No, they have an hour schedule.
They do. So
but
I didn't know that.
I forgot. I forgot about this part, and I wanted to actually tell you is that when I was telling
post them like on Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. And my mom was like, "There's usually times that they'll say during these hours we're going to be doing confessionals. So if you want to come up and confess
imagine if like you were like a really religious person." And like you went in there like during like confessional hours or
And
like
Deacon Ron was getting
my
a
dick. I just beat my dick. I watched Pornhub. I'm sorry.
I was spanking it to OnlyFans feet page.
All right, give me 2 Hail Marys out there in the pew.
I like to watch the porn. I like to watch the porn where the bitches throw up over places. And
So Nikki actually told me.
Last night I watched 8 videos of
a gangbang
of a fucking bukkake. Okay, Tony.
on fucking
Jesus loves you and forgives you. Go and do 8 Hail Marys.
Last night I watched a gangbang on a nun. And Jesus was one of the members.
But meanwhile, Nikki actually told me that.
Tim, what's the punishment for that?
There isn't one.
8 Hail Marys and 4 acts of contrition.
Eternal life. Eternal life.
They're going all crazy.
Wait, I got a question.
What are you trying to say?
4 Our Fathers.
Give me 4 Hail Marys and I love you.
4 Our Fathers. 12 Hail Marys.
And a praise Jesus.
And 1 afternoon of Stations of the Cross.
And you gotta be an older server on it.
What are the
Your asshole still
Toad used to ring the bells.
Don't you have to go in front of each station and like?
Oh, Station of the Cross was like fucking Iraqi training. That's like the Catholic training for fucking war.
Yeah, but you have to go and like kneel in front of.
The whole
each
church is
station,
filled with
right?
students, and they have you start at 1, and it's nothing but kneeling and standing for 3 hours.
I'm when you're the altar servers though, just carrying the shit.
Wait, you were an altar server?
Oh, Tone used to suck the priest's
Yeah, I was
dick.
the altar server from 4th to 8th grade, bro.
Oh my God!
That boy
I
used
love
to.
this.
That boy used to kneel up on the fucking altar and ring that bell.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's awesome. But no, Nikki actually told me that in
And I didn't fool.
confessionals
And I
at
didn't
St.
fool
Trees.
sits on the priest.
So like, there's actually no priest that go in there.
I
They
appreciate
fill them
that.
with the air conditioning units.
They don't have confessionals anymore?
There's no confessionals. It's an air conditioning unit
Inside of there?
inside there.
Where
yeah.
is St. Stephen?
No, St. Trees.
Oh wow.
Nikki was like, that's why the kids have to make their first reconciliation at St. Rita's because they don't have confessionals at St. Teresa anymore.
Smart.
It's an air conditioning unit,
They needed to run ductwork.
which is wild to me. Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking the other church is just bigger. They have 2 there.
What,
There's
confessionals?
4 at St. Therese. There's one in the
No,
front,
St.
one in the back.
Rita's isn't that big. Actually, St. Therese is the bigger church, for sure. Actually, St. Therese is bigger than St. Rosilia's.
What if you were in there with two people and you heard their sins?
Can you imagine Tony being in there?
Now St. Rosilia's isn't like a thing anymore. If you look, there's a sign that says...
I was waxing my butthole, Father, and my finger slipped, and I liked it.
And I liked it.
Would that be sex, Father?
You know, I used to say, well, I swore, I would make shit up. I swore
it was the same shit. I fought with my mom. I fought with my brothers. I swore. I stole a pencil from school.
Yeah. And then they were like, you need to say 10 Hail Marys. And then I'd go back and be like, Hail Mary, Hail Mary.
Now
Hail
you
Mary,
get me in there. I'm going in there like Tone said to go in there.
Gang busting.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that we need to pull the fucking plug on this because this is getting fucking wild. There's a lot of
it's real now. It's getting real, right?
Yeah,
it's getting real, right?
What if you were a kid and walked in the confessional and you seen fucking Deacon Ron in there getting a jerky in the back, like in the confessional booth?
All right, so on that note,
wait. My question is, all right, I got a question.
Deacon Ron's a G, bro.
If you had to do confessional right now, what would you confess?
What Tone just said.
What?
I would confess nothing.
Nothing.
I'm dying with my sins, your fucking father.
I lied to my parents.
I do that all the time.
Exactly like I did back in the day. I lied to my parents.
I stole my kid's pencil out of his book bag and broke it and then threw it away.
I yelled at my daughter.
I took $20 off of Mason.
I stole Nikki's last piece of cake out of the fridge.
Dude, I'm such an asshole because I turned around and was like, let me borrow $100.
I'd walk in there and be like,
we need cash right now.
I killed somebody.
Look,
I'll pay you back.
Look, there's no ATMs, right? There's no ATMs.
Yeah, I know.
Around her. They removed them all. So, like, I'm not driving the ATM, so I'm like, Mace, let me get some fucking money, bro. I'll give you back. And I always do. I literally do. Like, 1 or 2 days
You stealing money off your son?
Yeah, you got to hit
1 or
up
2 days later, I'll go and get him. But he acts like I'm all fucking, like,
kids got more money than he does.
Yeah.
Look, no, dude, you're not gonna pay me back. I was like, dude, I pay you back every fucking time.
Soon enough, you're gonna be stealing his fucking beer out of his case.
Does he charge you? He should charge you a 5% interest.
Mace is gonna have his boys over, and he's gonna be like, "We're gonna have to keep this case of beer."
It's just like Tiger.
We're gonna have
It's like goldfish,
right? So I got my hair cut on Thursday. I was like, Mace, I'm taking $30 off you, bro. I'm gonna give it back to you on Friday, right? He completely forgets about it, right? So I give it to him this morning. I'm like, Mace, here, I got your money. He's like, dude, it's Saturday. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it doesn't matter?
He's like, you were 12 hours late, Dad.
Money?
Like, what the fuck?
Where's my $2?
What's it mean? Is it Saturday?
The best is that my kids don't realize like how much like money. They don't understand the whole idea of like money and like math yet, sort of. So I take $100 off of, or I think it was $80 off of Addie, and then she's like, well, I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in the Amazon cart, and then you can buy that to pay me back. And there's like $50. I was like, deal.
You're an asshole. You're such an asshole. You need to go to confessional for that. You need to go tell the priest that.
I'll save $30.
Go get in there and tell the air conditioning unit what the fuck you did. Okay? On that fucking note,
Kristen,
I'm shutting this down.
Fucking paying more for her and shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up for a second. Listen, that's our episode 20. It's been a fucking wonderful episode. We got 5 people. Thank you, Anthony, for showing up.
Really.
Appreciate it.
I agree.
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the fucking Tiger in the
I did
house.
not show up for this.
Tony the fucking Tiger will be here next week.
I showed up for.
His cover art's going on this week's thumbnail. It's going to be him in his tuxedo fucking tiger stripe thong. On that note, it's Any Excuse to Drink. Have a good week, folks. See you next Tuesday.